name's Jack. I'm a volunteer with Golden Bond Rescue, and I just happen to be the foster dad for this girl here, Roxy. Roxy's pretty famous now, at least among us Golden Bond folk, because she's had 2 major surgeries to straighten her rear legs out. She has a lot of information about her on our website, but we did get some extra questions in that we thought might be better answered if we did a little video, so that's why we're doing this one. The first question I have right here is, where does she stay? We thought we'd show you. She stays here in our, what we call the office. It's a small room, but she has 2 dog beds she can choose from. She has water. She has a screen to keep her separated from our other dogs, but she can still see them, and that keeps her from getting too excited when she's not able to mix with them. And she does go out about every 2 hours. We take her out. And she's very good. As soon as she gets out there, she does her business and turns right around. And she's still too soon after her surgeries to get any real exercise. So we just, as soon as she's done what she needs to do, we bring her right back in. Now, the second question, it says, from the video, it looks like she has a lot of stitches. Do you know how many she had? Well, we counted, and maybe you'll be able to see, on her second operation, which is on her right leg, up here she has 17 stitches, and down here where they tied in the plate that holds her leg together, there were another 2 stitches. So that's obviously a total of 19. And if you look at the x-ray, you'll see the plate, and that'll explain why the doctor had to go in 2 different places. Now I'm up to my third question. Is she in pain? Well, probably is the answer, although right now I'm not sure. We're about almost 2 weeks out from her second operation. I think she's getting to a point where the pain is either negligible or she can ignore it. But immediately after the surgery, she was on codeine for a while, which of course is a pretty heavy-duty painkiller, and then we give her Rimadyl for the swelling and for the inflammation that she might have. And then to keep her calm, we have her on a mild sedative called acepromazine, and that just basically takes the edge off her and keeps her from getting too wild and doing things that we wouldn't want her to do. So now I'm at my fourth question. Do you still think she'll be ready to adopt in June? Well, there are 2 answers to that. The short answer is maybe. The long answer is we just don't know. There are 2 things to take into consideration. One, the first one is, of course, how well her rehabilitation goes, and she really hasn't started that yet. As I just said, all she's doing is going out every couple hours to do her business and coming back in, so she really hasn't begun to exercise. And it should take about 6 to 8 weeks to get her legs up, to get some strength in them. Now, the big question mark for all of us is, will she need a 3rd surgery? After the second surgery on her right leg, Dr. Munjar was not real happy with the angle of her knee. And he may decide he wants to go in there a second time on the right leg and get that angle better, so that she'll be able to have even better mobility than she would without that second operation. Actually, a 3rd operation, second on her right leg. Then that brings me to my last question here. When she's ready to be adopted, what kind of family will you be looking for? We think perhaps a family with either older kids or no children might be good. But she seems to do well with people for the most part. We think another male dog might be a good thing for her. She is a little possessive about her toys and her food, however. You have to keep an eye on this girl. As calm and sweet as she might seem to be right now, she can be a little feisty when it comes to food or toys, and so you do need to watch that. We think that following everything, once she gets back to whatever normal is going to be for her, a walk or 2 a day would be just fine, but I don't think this is a dog that's ever going to be a jogger or going to go on long, hard hikes up in the woods. Moderate exercise, I think, is going to be the key word. And then lastly, you may want to know that she has a little bit of separation anxiety when we leave the house. She gets kind of a little bit worked up. Nothing, I don't think, that can't be overcome. So, it might be nice to have somebody home either all the time or most of the time. So that's the type of family we're going to be looking for. The last thing we'd like to close with is that we have been just almost awestruck by the incredible outpouring of interest and care about this dog, and we raised the amount of money we need to get her legs done in about 10 days, which is phenomenal. And we want to thank everybody who participated so much, because words just fail us to be able to extend our gratitude to you. But we want to make sure that you understand that we really do feel grateful for your help. And the last thing we want to let you know is that we said there will be some tokens of appreciation for those of you who donated, and we're a little behind that. You might detect a bit of cold in my voice, and my wife's had a cold too, and we'll get to those treats and other token gifts for you as quickly as we can. So we haven't forgotten by any means. And again, for Roxy and for Golden Bond, I want to thank you very, very much for all your support and interest in this dog. We really appreciate it.